Invite Health with Jerry Hickey and Amanda Williams. Weekday mornings at 9. WNN. Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
Taking over-the-counter or prescription drugs unnecessarily is a drag, whereas feeling great like you used to is the way it ought to be. Learn how to feel, function, and perform to your full health potential. Tune into the Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sunday morning at 10 on Talk 1470 WNN.
The skills you can develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you an edge in the high-tech job market of tomorrow. The Guard offers career training to take advantage of your skills in science, technology, engineering, and math that can help give you a leg up to a high-paying and rewarding STEM profession. Get a head start on your career while earning money to pay for college. Log on to NationalGuard.com to learn about all of the STEM career opportunities in the Army National Guard. Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Talk health, talk wealth, talk politics, talk 1470 and 95.3 FM WNN.
Hello, my name is Noah Crane, and I am a life and relationship coach. How would you like to create more love and peace in your life today? Have you ever met someone and had a deep connection right away? Do you want to experience that feeling all the time? I can guide you step by step to a deeper sense of love and fulfillment and teach you how to sustain it. Call me at 561-774-1991 or email me at info@noahcrane.com. You can also visit my website, noahcrane.com, NOAHCRANE.com. I really look forward to connecting with you. Have a beautiful day. Hello everyone, my name is Noah Crane. Welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass. Connect with me each week to create a life you love. Now let's get started.
Oh, there you go.
Hello and welcome to Create Your Greenest Grass, where we don't leave our life to chance, but rather create a life we love. My name is Noah Crane, and I'm super excited to be here with you today. I'm also the author, to tell you a little bit about myself, of the book, The Grass is Greenest Where I Am. My book will be out soon. It talks about no comparison, no competition, and no scarcity. Learning to live in our own love and light and sharing our unique gifts in the world, because I believe each one of us is unique. And when we're able to nurture who we really are and not compare ourselves to anybody else and realize that we're all special and we all are different and we're all here on our own journey. So there's no reason for comparison, no reason for competition. We are here actually to help each other, to support each other, to love each other, to find connection with each other. So I'm all about helping people find each other. I always say together we are one and together we win, because I believe the more we help others, the more we are helping ourselves. And that's the whole thing that I'm all about, is helping other people grow and transform. And in doing so, I get to help myself grow and transform. I also run an incredible group along with my friend here who's on my show today, Kristen Nofsinger. And I wanted to tell you about Conscious Co-op today. So Kristen, welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you for inviting me. This is really exciting. I've been waiting for my chance to get on this show, and I had to wait pretty patiently because there's a long line. So thank you for having me.
I'm so excited you're here. So go ahead, you can start just by telling them a little bit about Conscious Co-op and what we do together.
So the Conscious Co-op group, a lot of people directly ask us all the time, what is Conscious Co-op? What does that stand for? And really it was brought together as a group of mindful wellness businesses and individuals that are searching for connectivity, for collaboration and connectivity, where they can share their business and their knowledge about how to make the community a better place and make each other better. And so we've had an incredible movement. It's over a year now. I think it's right around 18 months maybe already.
Yeah, like 15 months, 16
15 months.
Yeah, something around there.
Seems like a long time.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
And so now we're up to about 65 at every lunch at the Wyndham Hotel in Boca Raton, catered by Farmer's Table, of course, a very conscious, wellness-minded restaurant. And we enjoy a beautiful vegan lunch and a speaker that always has something valuable to give and share. And it's never about selling yourself or selling your business like networking groups would be. This is more of a conscious-minded community group that just meets to share love and community together and learn at the same time.
So when is this upcoming Conscious Co-op?
So the next one we're planning is July 27th, and that's Thursday.
Yes. No, Friday.
Friday.
Yes.
Friday. Sorry. Friday. It's actually a week from tomorrow.
Yes.
At the Boca Raton Wyndham Hotel,
Yes.
catered by Farmer's Table. And we have to say, like the last lunch that we had in June, we changed the menu a little bit, and everybody raved about that menu, didn't they?
They're all asking me still, is the food going to be the same? You're not changing the food. So we're keeping it the same for this month. People are very excited.
I mean, people were over the moon about this menu. Even people that weren't vegans. Can't talk today.
That's okay.
I had a lot of people that asked me, could you get the recipe for that chickpea salad
everybody
from the
loves
chef?
it.
And I was like, I don't think they're going to share that, but okay, I guess I could try. But a lot of people asked if we were going to have the same menu. So we are having the same menu.
Yes, and Dr. Diane Abdo is going to be speaking about her seminar, which is The Heart of Happiness. So how can we create more happiness and more joy in our life every day? So that's always exciting when Diane's going to be speaking. And then Sunny Arfa from Feel Great Meditate is going to be putting us through a nice guided meditation. So it's a whole event. It's a whole program. It starts at 11:30. It's over in the morning a.m. It's over at 2:00 p.m. People really come in there. I say it's almost like they fill their cup with love and light, and they walk away so much more filled. Because I know that people that come to Conscious Co-op, it's like the healers coming together, and we're all healers. But when you know you're a healer and you're present to it, then you really even feel a bigger responsibility to do big things in the world. And when we all get together, we actually fill our cup, because we need to fill our cups too, so we can go out into the world and really bring it to everybody else. And I feel like we're doing that. We're coming together, we're bringing the connection, the love, and then we're taking it out into the world and spreading it. And you know how that
and the
spreads.
speaker is always something really valuable. It's never the same thing. It's not always like nutrition or meditation or psychology or psychiatry, or we've had an improv expert.
Yes.
We've had all different walks of life come and be our speaker, so that we can take away something different from everybody. But most of all, the overlying mission is to create a more conscious community connection.
Yes,
Correct.
and you can sign up for Conscious Co-op on my website. You can go to noahcrane.com. That's NOAHCRANE.com. And I'd be glad, you can email me also at info@noahcrane.com. And I'd be glad to put you on our email list and send you information. And I would really look forward to having you. We always get a lot of new people, and it's always exciting and always fun. You won't be disappointed. I hope you can join us. And
Perfect.
yes. So today's show is very exciting for me because Kristen here, she does all my PR and marketing since March 2017. She started doing it for me. She owns her own company called KRI
Image Consulting.
Yeah, KRI Image Consulting. And Kristen, can you just tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do?
Well, I have this company that is specializes in branding, PR, and marketing. When I came out of working for bigger companies, bigger PR companies, bigger nonprofit companies, I actually had a heart for the small business, and I wanted to find a way to help them do things that maybe they didn't think were attainable to them, like building a wonderful website, like having a wonderful image, having a great message, being consistent through all platforms, having their social media be strategic and eloquent and planned ahead, rather than just being like willy-nilly whenever you have the time. So I came out of these bigger companies and I put together like a rough business plan, and actually thought that I was going to get a big job, like a big 6-figure job somewhere else. And while I was applying, I had this person over here ask me to help them, and this person over here asked me to help them. And before I knew it, I had 4 clients and was like, okay, I guess this is a business now. And so the business actually was started in 2013. So it's been 5 years. However, for the first 3 years, essentially, I was just acting as an independent contractor for maybe 1 or 2 large companies instead of doing several under my umbrella. So then, just after I launched the full-time agency kind of model, I ran into you, and Sunny Arfa actually introduced us of Feel Great Meditate.
She did.
And it was really, it was kind of amazing because at first, like, you meet Noah, and I thought she was like 18 years old, first of all.
Sweet.
And then she told me she had an 18-year-old at home, or I guess he was 17 at the time. No, seriously, I'm not just being nice. I really was. I really thought that maybe you were younger than me.
Oh my God.
And then you told me you had 3 children and that you had written this book. And the more I talk to you, it's very inspiring, your message, and a lot of the real kind of key points that you celebrate and always try to talk about are the key points that have always been really important to me, like collaboration, like no competition. I've always been a collaboration kind of junkie. I want to meet with as many businesses as possible and help them work together and help everybody kind of benefit off of everybody else. I really feel like in this day and age, you can find 150 people that do the same thing. However, they're all going to be different because we're all unique and special on our own. But 150 people that all do the same thing. So inevitably, there's like probably 1,000 companies that do the same thing as me. However, nobody's going to come to the table with the experience and knowledge that I have, just like I would not compare to another maybe agency owner that came from a totally different background. So I love to take a business and find that partnership and find that collaboration that would work for them and then bring them together so that they can elevate each other. And this is so like your standards and your mission.
And that's why we connected.
Exactly.
That's what's so beautiful. When you get to see the full picture, why things come together, there's always a reason, and it's beautiful and grateful when it does.
And it's true, and you've helped me further like cement those ideals for my own business and for my own self, the whole no competition and the collaboration and the connectivity of the community. And then through working through Conscious Co-op, it's just been an incredible journey. And a lot of people say to me, oh, you must get so much business from Conscious Co-op. And I don't actually. In reality, I have a lot of friendships from Conscious Co-op. I've had a lot of people come into my life that I probably wouldn't have met otherwise. And to me, that's actually a real benefit as well.
That's awesome. That's really beautiful. What are your strengths and challenges as you have been building your business?
Okay, how much time do we have? So obviously, you know for yourself, because you're building a business yourself. We've been on this journey together, essentially. The strengths and challenges. My strength, obviously, is in the fact that I've dealt with dozens, hundreds maybe, of different businesses, different types of brands, different missions, different goals, things like that. So I come to this business with a real wisdom of what works, what doesn't work, and what people respond to and what they don't respond to. And I'm very confident in that. And so probably a real strength is my confidence in what I know, but it's also my confidence in what I don't know. The weakness has been that I try to do too much because I know how to do a lot of things. In my journey through kind of entrepreneurship, I felt, especially when I was kind of branching off from the bigger companies, that if I was going to help these small companies, I needed to learn how to do graphic design. I needed to learn how to do website design. I needed to learn how ad agencies worked and how to buy and sell ads and upload ads and that kind of thing. I needed to learn how sales worked, selling my own company, selling my own services. I had to kind of meet all those roadblocks. And then while I was meeting those roadblocks and conquering them for the most part on a smaller scale, I came to a place where I actually started to get busy. And then I had to realize, okay, I can't do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, on and on and on until Z.
Yeah.
I can't do that anymore because time becomes of the essence. And all of a sudden, not just my hours are counted, my minutes are counted.
Right.
And I had to step back and say, okay, I'm good at these things and I'm good at these things. And I need to, and I'm still doing it now. Like, this is not, I did not like just do this like 6 months ago. I'm still doing it now where I'm trying to step back and say, okay, don't need to build this website. I can hire somebody else to do it and work with them. And then I don't need to, I don't have to do Facebook ads. I can hire somebody else to do them and work with them and come up with creative. I don't have to do the creative. I can actually get somebody else to do it that's incredibly good and work with them and get the best of all the elements kind of together to equal a successful journey and strategy for the businesses that hire me.
Right. But what I hear is that you need to bring we can't do it alone, right?
No.
We always need other people to support us. So you're kind of building a team. You build a team of people around you that can support you, because obviously we can't be strong at everything.
Right.
And so we bring people with the strengths to help us with our strengths, and then we help people with their weaknesses. And it's that exchange of helping each other that really creates change for everybody and helps us all grow and become who we need to be.
Exactly.
Yes.
So I've been working on hiring the right team. I just hired a director of PR and marketing, which was like an answer to prayer, Lisa Martin. Hopefully she's watching.
Yes, she's amazing.
She's amazing. She's an incredible person. She knows a lot about the health and wellness businesses that I deal with, but she also is coming from a sales and marketing experience. She also knows about big business as well. So she's got, you know, 2 levels of experience that kind of fuel her superpowers in a way.
That makes a huge difference.
It's really, really nice. And so that was definitely my weakness, because I felt like the whole jack of all trades, master of none. I was a jack of many trades, but then things were falling through the cracks as I got busier. And so things would get let go or not done on time, and all of a sudden I'm missing deadlines, and I can't operate that way. I got to give 110% to the things that I'm, you know, the best at, the absolute best at.
Let's talk a little bit about how you've helped me with my branding and coming out into the world, because I know my business has grown a lot since you've been with me, my Instagram followers, my Facebook. You've done so much to help my business. How can you help others? What do you do to really help others get out there in the world and become profitable? Because after all, that we all want to be also profitable, not just be out there in the world without creating more abundance.
Right. Well, when you came to me, you were kind of just starting off, and if you don't mind me sharing,
no, it's okay.
It was actually pretty funny, because Noah said that you wrote this book, and you were like, I really want to publish my book, and I said, okay, send me your book, and you said, well, I can't send it, I have it. I said, you have it? Okay, look, well, let me see it. And you gave me this notebook of handwritten pages. And I was like, okay, that's not going to work. And I can't transcribe that. So you're going to need to hire somebody or do it yourself, transcribe all these pages into print. And that way you can get your book in the right format to be edited. And in the meantime, what I do with people to kind of zero in on that brand and try to create the strategy to make them grow and advance is I analyze what your brand is, or what it can be if it's not even set up yet. You already had your logo, you already had your mission, you basically had your whole book, but nobody knew anything about it, because guess what? It was only on these written pages. So I had you write down several pages of quotes in the beginning. We mapped out what your brand would look like. Obviously, the greenest grass, so there was a lot of green, a lot of nature, a lot of your using your logo, using even some stock images that were still aligned with your branding, and then peppering in your your actual quotes that you wrote from the book, and then growing your audience from there, and then being a little strategic with some of the post boosting and the audience boosting that we did through Instagram and Facebook. And I feel like when we started working together, I think your Facebook page was like, you had like 100 people, and like your Instagram was like maybe
300.
Yeah, something like 300. Now you're at what? Instagram?
It's close to 4,000.
And your Facebook is
it's close
almost
to
3,000.
Yeah, right.
And that's because the people that we were reaching out to, and the tools that we were using to grow you actually were attracting the organic growth that you needed, and the people that wanted to hear your message. So those are all people that engage with you. And how many people have messaged you and talked to you and maybe wrote things on your posts and your pictures that you didn't know, and are probably in different countries even. Am I right?
Yes, definitely.
And so that's the whole thing about social media, is that you can't be, I always tell people, what I'm going to do with you is not going to be a quick strategy. It's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight, or even in 2 months, or even in 6 months sometimes. It's got to take work, and you have to be intentional about it. And I always say you always have to have your brand in place. And I like to say on point. Because if you're not, people can see through that. So when you are what you say and you have everything laid out the way it's supposed to lay out, then the rest is kind of like history, as they say, because you'll see your tribe will see you, and then know you are what you say. And as long as you're taking the right steps to find them, then, you know, you're going to find them and they're going to follow you.
Yes. Makes sense. How do you attract the right followers to your pages, to your social media?
We kind of covered that, but again, reiterating that, make your brand consistent and be who you say you are, and have everything be along the same mission and lines of what you originally started out to be, or what you're evolving to be. But always make it consistent and real. When you're wanting to attract people, the best thing I can think to do, and I always say to do, is to follow those people. So you yourself have to be engaging on social media. I'm going to say this to you, Camera, because it's so important. A lot of people think that, oh, like if I build it, it will come, you know, and that's generally with every business I work with, that's the #1 complaint is like, well, we've set it all up and it's there and like nobody comes in and nobody likes us and nobody follows us and blah, blah, blah. Well, are you following anybody? Are you liking anybody? Are you commenting on anybody? Are you engaging? And when you engage, do you mean it? You know, people can tell. You can't just be like, smiley face, you're so cool, you know?
Yeah.
You need to be like, Noah, if you were somebody that I wanted to follow me, I'd be like, Noah, I saw your post the other day. It was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. And guess what? Like, the more you do that, the more you try to engage with the audiences that you want, the more that they'll probably come back and engage with you. So that is an amazing way to get a following, is just take some time to reach out to people and be a human and compliment them and like them, and, you know, be someone out there that cares about what they're putting out there, and not just because you want them to follow you, because you actually genuinely like them.
Makes a lot of sense. So please tell our listeners how to get started. Like some people are like all over. They're doing so many different things. Is that a problem with bringing out your brand if you're doing a lot of things under your umbrella? How do you, like somebody who has a business and wants to get out there in the world, give them some advice. Like, what are some of the steps they can take towards getting out in the world?
So obviously, just what I said is the advice that I could give. What I said about myself.
Right.
If you're just starting out, don't try to do everything. And don't think that you need to be on every platform. I have this conversation many times with business owners that I deal with. They're like, but for SEO, we have to be on every platform. Well, you know what? If you own a business and you're hiring me to do all your social media, and then I'm doing your strategy, and okay, then you can be on every platform. But if you're doing things yourself, zero in on the platform that serves you and use that and do that. And if that's Instagram and Facebook, do that. But don't think that you have to do Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, everything, you know, because you're going to burn yourself out and you're not going to cover all the bases. Now, I will say there's a lot of people out there that will say that, oh, I don't need a website anymore. I don't need a website. Why do we need a website? I could just have a Facebook page. It's not true. Don't ever do it, because Facebook could shut down. Facebook could decide, I don't like the way you said your business title. I think that you need to change it. So guess what? Those followers you had, they're gone now, and you're blocked out. And it happens.
Yes, it does.
It happens a lot. So definitely make sure you have a website, even if it's a landing page. You can build one yourself these days for such little amount of money. And you can even find somebody to build it online for such a little amount of money. Obviously, it would maybe not be, you know, extravagantly large or incredibly proficient or have all these plugins or anything. But if you got to start somewhere, you start somewhere, and you have one page. Because the thing about your website is that it's yours and you own it. It's nobody else's. You're not renting it from somebody. You're not using followers that somebody else got. In the example of social media, you know, Facebook gets those followers because they're Facebook. So they have the right to take them back at any time. So on your website, if you create that landing page for your business and you're sending people there and you're acquiring their email addresses, because that's the next level, is have a vehicle to collect email addresses. MailChimp is free up to 2,000 emails. Use that. make a plugin, make an opt-in. It's easy to look that up on the internet or Google it or look it up on YouTube on how to do it. If you have the time and you're just starting out, that's my advice.
Yeah, and hire a social media person if you can.
If you
because
can.
That really does make a huge difference as far as taking, so you can focus more on your business and you don't have to handle all those things. That made a huge difference for me because I don't want to sit there and do all those other little things that don't really interest me. Like, it doesn't interest me to sit there and do all the social media. I mean, I like it, but it's not like something that I want to do all day long. I rather have support around that.
Right.
So if it's something that it's not like a strength of yours, you find people to support you, it makes a huge difference.
It does, and it's, of course, to have a strategy that goes along with it.
Yes, definitely. So, Kristen, tell people how they can find you.
Well, I have a website that collects emails, and it's KristenR.com, and it's KRISTENR.com. You can find all the information of where to find me there.
That's great. I heard that you also have been restructuring your business recently. Is there anything more that you want to say to the audience about doing that?
Yeah, I have. I'm really excited, actually, because I just decided, the branding expert decided to rebrand herself yet again.
That's awesome.
I'm changing, not so much changing my company name, because my company officially is Kristen Rose Inc. So I am turning into, from KRI Image Consulting, I'm going into being the Kristen Rose Agency, because now there's 4 of us, soon to be 5.
That's awesome.
And so we're an agency now, and we have the ability to act as an agency, a real PR agency. We have different elements of people that help in different things. Alexa, Ryan, you guys are awesome, and Molly, our graphic artist. So we're really excited. I feel like KRI Image Consulting was me. It was largely based on me and my experience, and I feel like I'm still going to do the branding and the image consulting, but it's going to be within the umbrella of the agency. And so that way, if I need to spread out a little bit thinner, I can get somebody else who's very experienced as well in branding to consult as well. So
that's great.
It's really exciting. I have to go through yet another logo change and stuff. It's not going to change too much. I'm going to keep my colors and probably keep the format of my website, but just change the name, which is really cool. So we're happy about that.
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Yep.
I see as I'm growing, you're growing. So it's
exactly
really cool to see the thing going all the way around.
Isn't that exciting?
And you're helping other people grow. We're all helping each other grow, and that's what's really cool and really exciting.
Right. And when I met you, I was working out of my house, and then I went to the first office.
That's amazing.
Badass running company, leased from them.
Yes.
I don't know if I could say that, actually. Maybe I can. And then now I'm in the executive building in Delray, so I'm in a bigger office. So it's really, it's kind of cool to be working through these stages and these steps. And in the meantime, getting to watch the businesses that have been with me from the beginning, like you.
Yes.
You really came into it. I think my first few businesses were started in January 2017, really. Yeah. And so there's only like a few that have been through the whole run of it, and you're one of them. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you, Kristen. I really appreciate you being here today. It's been such an honor to talk to you, and that you're such a personal friend of mine, that you know how I feel about you. So I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening to us today. Till next week, please take care of yourself, take care of each other, and remember the mantra, the grass is greenest where I am, the grass is greenest where I am, because it really is. Take care of yourself, take care of your life, love yourself. Have a beautiful evening. Namaste. Hi, this is Noah Crane. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Remember, the grass is greenest where you are. Tune in next week as we keep exploring and finding and recreating a life we love. Hello, my name is Noah Crane, and I am a life and relationship coach. How would you like to create more love and peace in your life today? Have you ever met someone and had a deep connection right away? Do you want to experience that feeling all the time? I can guide you step by step to a deeper sense of love and fulfillment and teach you how to sustain it. Call me at 561-774-1991 or email me at info@noahcrane.com. You can also visit my website, noahcrane.com, NOAHCRANE.com. I really look forward to connecting with you. Have a beautiful day.